Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Wednesday, May 29 recap. Nina's broken deal enrages Ava. Gregory's final wishes revealed. General Hospital, EHS spoilers recap for Wednesday, May 29, reveals that Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, joined Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grant, at her house, where they embraced and comforted each other over Gregory Harrison, demise. Finn came clean about drinking again after finding Gregory had passed away in his sleep. But he assured Alexis that he was going to meetings and didn't plan to drink again. Alexis knew she had to be diligent about her own sobriety as well and reminded Finn that they had each other to lean on. Later, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, offered her condolences to Alexis as well and got updates on her run-in with Fergus Fern Lane Davies at a diner in Albany. Although Diane invited Alexis to attend Gregory's will reading since she was named in it, Alexis assumed she was going to be his literary executor and was happy to take that role on. Alexis opted to skip the will reading since she wanted to confront Iva Jerome Mora West at the gallery. Once Finn found Elizabeth Baldwin Rebecca Hurst in the break room at KH, he offered a heartfelt apology for lashing out when she tried to put Violet Finn feel love first. Liz appreciated the fact that Finn apologized, but she still seemed uneasy after watching him act like Violet was a possession rather than a vulnerable little girl. After Finn promised Liz would never see that side of him again, he joined Diane and Chase for Gregory's will reading. Chase was named the executor of the will while Alexis would be serving as the literary executor like she previously mentioned. It turns out Gregory wanted to be cremated and for his loved ones to have an open-air memorial to scatter his ashes by his favorite tree. Finn and Chase agreed to respect Gregory's wishes on all that. Gregory also wanted his estate to be divided equally between Chase and Finn, with the exception of his library, which would go to Violet when she was older. Elizabeth heard about the details of Gregory's will later before asking about Finn's next meeting, which was happening in an hour. Finn took Liz up on her offer to pick up Violet from school, but there was still some awkward tension on her end. Chase gave Brooklyn news following Gregory's will reading as well, so they shared some sweet moments as she reminded him of her support. At Crimson, Ava barged in on Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, meeting with Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms to complain since Nina backed out of a deal to feature the artists they talked about. Nina argued that she had to make space to highlight Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, new project, but Ava scoffed since her daughter didn't have anything to do with her. Nina acted like Ava was out of the loop due to their former friend status and hinted about having a gentleman friend as well. Once Ava stumped off, Maxie asked why Nina was antagonizing Ava and brought up her murderous history, complete with a tuff of poison. Nina didn't think she was in physical danger, but she pointed out that the scowl on Ava's face just now was worth a little arsenic. Talk turned to Drew since Maxie was starting to suspect Nina had real feelings for him. Nina argued that it was more like a mutually beneficial arrangement and claimed she could resist Drew, but Maxie didn't seem so sure about that. At the Quartermain Gatehouse, Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, showed up looking for Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, and wound up confiding his potential Congress seat plans to Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, who wholeheartedly approved. At the gallery, Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, talked to Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, about their apartment hunt before admitting Sonny Corinthos. Morris Vennard attacked Dex Heller, Even Hofer. When Ava retuned and overheard, she suggested Jocelyn shouldn't gossip about things she didn't witness herself. Ava tried to act like it was a simple drunken fight that Jason Morgan, Steve Burton escalated, but Jocelyn pointed out Ava didn't witness it either. There was some talk about Christina actually seeing what happened, but Ava tried to play it like she was just overly emotional due to her pregnancy. Trina intervened before the argument got out of hand, so Jocelyn agreed to leave with her. Afterward, Alexis showed up to confront Ava about meeting Fergus Fern, the guy Ava hired to have her disbarred. Ava ultimately ranted about Alexis' manipulation of Julian Jerome, William DeVee, and admitted she turned a perjury complaint. However, Alexis was actually guilty of perjury, so Ava suggested she only had herself to blame. Since Ava had gotten away with her own crimes in the past, Alexis missed having the chance to prosecute people like her. Whether Alexis got her law license back or not, she warned that Ava would regret making that complaint and stormed out. On the Wednesday, May 29th episode of General Hospital, the atmosphere in Port Charles was charged with intense emotions and unexpected revelations, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Nina's broken deal enrages Ava. The episode began with a tense confrontation between Nina Reeves and Ava Jerome. Nina had brokered a delicate deal with a new business partner, aiming to expand Crimson's reach and secure a foothold in the fashion industry. However, the deal fell apart at the last minute due to unforeseen complications, leaving Nina devastated. She rushed to Windermere to seek solace and advice from Ava, but the encounter took an unexpected turn. Ava, known for her fiery temperament, was already dealing with her own issues and wasn't in the mood for Nina's lamentations. As Nina explained the situation, Ava's frustration grew. She had warned Nina about the risks of partnering with someone so unreliable, and now her predictions had come true. Ava's anger erupted, and she accused Nina of being naive and reckless. "You should have listened to me, Nina," Ava shouted, her voice echoing through the opulent halls of Windermere. "You let your emotions cloud your judgment, and now look where we are. This could ruin everything." Nina, trying to hold back tears, defended herself, insisting that she had done everything in her power to make the deal work. But Ava was having none of it. She felt betrayed, not just by the failure of the deal, but by Nina's refusal to heed her warnings. The argument escalated, with both women exchanging harsh words and painful accusations, their friendship hanging by a thread. Gregory's final wishes revealed. Meanwhile, across town, a somber mood enveloped the residents of Port Charles as Gregory Chase's health took a turn for the worse. His struggle with ALS had been a poignant storyline, highlighting the devastating effects of the disease on both the individual and their loved ones. In this episode, Gregory decided it was time to reveal his final wishes to his family. Gathered at the Chase household were Finn, Chase, and Violet, all trying to maintain a brave front for Gregory's sake. Gregory, though frail, managed to project an air of calm and resolve. He had spent the past few weeks preparing for this moment, ensuring that everything was in order and that his family understood his desires. "Thank you all for being here," Gregory began, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "I know this isn't easy, but I need to talk about what comes next." Finn and Chase exchanged worried glances, while Violet clung to her father's hand, sensing the gravity of the situation even at her young age. Gregory detailed his final wishes, emphasizing the importance of honoring them to give him peace in his final days. He expressed his desire to spend his remaining time at home, surrounded by loved ones, rather than in a hospital. "I want to be here, with my family," Gregory said, his eyes glistening with tears. "I want my last moments to be filled with love and not pain. And when the time comes, I want to go with dignity." Finn, choking back tears, assured his father that they would respect his wishes. Chase, visibly shaken, promised to support their father in any way he could. It was a heart-wrenching scene, one that underscored the strength of family bonds in the face of unimaginable sorrow.